All right, Cartel Crew, Season 3, Episode 9, part of the solution in Washington, D.C. All right, so we are in Washington, D.C. Remember, Salome wants to do, her protesting about the gun issues and gun laws. So she's taking it to the Capitol. While they're there, they're just kind of reminiscing on the past night events. Remember, they had a big block party with the organization and things like that. So it was fun for everybody. And at the end of the night, they played it was like a premiere episode of the Cartel Crew. Now, so everybody can watch, right? It was on a big screen, it was out on the lawn, everything. So in that first episode, if anybody remember, Kat proceeds to tell us about Eddie and his documentary. Talking about he done made a documentary about his life. And he portrayed me in it as like I was just some crazy psycho girlfriend who wasn't doing nothing for him. And he was all guns and roses. And, like Kat was like, no, I don't like the way you just portrayed me. Why couldn't you just put me in there as your loving girlfriend and the mother of your child? Yeah, I gotta be the villain. But you the one who was cheating on me and all that bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know why he called it a documentary. I mean, goddamn video, whatever. And who cares? Like about your life, how many copies did you sell? Is this on DVD? Anywho, is it on YouTube? I have to look on YouTube. Who knows? He's probably trying to sell it for $10.99 somewhere. But hey, Betty and Nicole? Is that Nicole? Yeah, they're talking about Eddie. So while they watching this dang premiere, Eddie over there like, he is not feeling this documentary or this premiere. He didn't know it was gonna be edited the way it was gonna be edited. He didn't know Kat was gonna be trying to rag on him, calling him a bad person, all this stuff. So he got mad. And now this was the part I was like, oh, really, Eddie? Because he's a cute guy. We give that to Eddie. He cute, he handsome, he got the long hair, he got the body. But this nigga said nigga. I'm sorry, Eddie. I'm sorry. But you said nigga, so I'm sorry. I got to let you go. You ain't cute no more. And a cat, nigga, no. After that, the dries will be dry. I don't want you no more, okay? Because that's what the problem is. The shit's still wet going over there for him. And bitch, dry it on up. You don't need it. He said nigga. Because, the producers on these shows, some of them are black. So Nicole's like, yeah, he was arguing with the boss and everything, calling him the N-word. And basically he done left. The nigga went back home. He ain't nowhere to be found. So Marie, Diana, and Michael, they're walking, exploring the city. And they just, was just saying how they enjoyed the day. And they noticed Eddie left too. Unfortunately, he didn't say anything to nobody. He just kind of bounced. But Michael, he understood, like, yeah, it was, he lost his head, some words and things were spilled, and he just had to go, okay? It is what it is. Will he be back on the show? We just don't know at this moment yet. But nigga, you said nigga. To the boss, who was a black man? Oh, fire him today, okay? Because a black ink crew, remember they did that shit in Chicago, and they had to get rid of, Latina girl, Tati, nah, that's New York. Y'all know what I'm saying? Because she was going around, nigga. Yep, I'm sorry. But you got to go, nigga. I'm spending a lot of time on that. Because, nigga, why would you say some shit like that? Why? Anywho, Marie set up something where she wants everybody to go get educated on the movement because, they don't really know that much and it will just be good so they can help Betty out. And Kat is back home. Remember, she's not invited to this trip, her or Stephanie or Yvette. So Kat was like, well, dang, I had this weird security breach at my job where that stalker came in here looking for Marie. So how about I go see about me protecting myself and my family? So she goes talk to the lawyer and she like, look, I got this felony back when Eddie was cheating on me when De Niro was 6 weeks old. He was cheating on me. I had to go and beat this bitch butt ass naked. I caught them butt ass naked. So I dragged the hoe outside. The police was called. I got assault and battery, and now it's just on my record. And the lawyer like, bitch, I don't know what to tell you. Unfortunately, in Florida, it's a felony and it can't be lifted, which means, or at this moment, we can't do anything, so you can't get no type of gun. And for her, I mean, she just breaks down immediately. Like Kat, she's a strong girl. As for the most part, we see she put up this big front, but every now and again, especially this season, girl's just been getting broke down. I don't know if it's because of Eddie, especially now. She's probably thinking like, goddamn, I got a whole ass felony because of this nigga. This nigga. Now, I can't stopping me from protecting myself and trying to do what I want to do for myself because I got this shit on my record because of you and your hoes. Nah. So she was breaking down while she was talking to Stephanie on the phone. So I kind of felt that pain. Like, yeah, it's all Eddie's fault. So the group goes to, it looks like a CPL class, or just a gun violence class, or I guess I would say gun control class, how to handle your gun class. Okay. I actually have a CPL. I live in Michigan. I'm a licensed to carry, and I have a 9mm Taurus, purple in color. It's really cute. It's like locked in my room. I don't really carry it nowhere. I got my taser for that, and I got pepper spray I keep in my car. So the gun stays here. But I know when you take the classes to get your license, they kind of teach you everything she just kind of said. Well, we didn't see everything they taught her, but just the basics. You always want to point your gun. Well, you would say down, but pretty much you never want to point your gun at anybody or any direction. It always need to be pointed in the safe direction, most likely down. Or you never want to keep your hands on the trigger. I think that's like the two most, that's like gun 101, so even if you don't have a CPL, I think you should just always know that anyway. So while they are getting their little lesson, 3 of them can't go back to the gun range. See, that's why I figured this is a CPL class, but y'all can't get y'all license, even though y'all not even in the state that y'all was in. Okay, whatever. So they go back into the range, and who got the shoot? Marie and Nicole, because they the only two who ain't got no felonies. So, Michael and Magic and Diana had sit back. But it was fun seeing Nicole. They got to shoot like some 22s and things like that. It's fun. Go to the gun range. It's actually fun, guys. Try it out. And you don't have to have your own gun to go. You can rent one when you go, okay? So we flipped to Betty because Betty wasn't here. She was doing her own thing because I think at this point they wanted to go take the class because if they don't agree with Betty, she automatically is like, oh, well, then you're not my friend, or oh, you're not on my side, oh, you don't care about Gigi. When technically we have all these different opinions, and so that includes, yes, we don't want guns on the street to cause accidents that your sister had. But yes, we might want some guns because they are a protection mechanism that us humans have pretty much invented for ourselves. Like before that, we had rocks and sticks, right? And spears and arrows. So once we got into machinery, it just is what it is. Well, me personally don't think that they will ever go away. It's just the guns will always be here. So what we have to do is just learn to have stricter rules to control the guns. That's kind of how I feel like it. Like we already got the license part. Now we just have to pretty much stop people from buying them on the street and stop kids from getting them. That's really the main thing, is stop the kids from getting them. So Betty meets with this group of ladies, and they have their own little organization. It's like an art thing to where they've all had their own experiences with their losing kids or loved ones due to gun violence. And they're just trying to tell Betty, like, yes, you want to feel angry. Yes, you want to be depressed. Yes, you want to just sit in bed all day and cry. But at the end of the day, you're here. They're not. You have to do what you can while you're here, with your life. And it will be for the better. And it will, you know what I'm saying, will help the spirits rest, and it will help you live a happy life so that you're not all slumped over and sad and crying all the time. Because your sister wouldn't want that for you. That was a good question. A lady asked her. So what does Gigi want? What do you think Gigi would want from you, Betty? I'm sorry. What do you think Gigi will want from you, Betty? And she said, Gigi will want me to be happy. And that's your answer. You got to be happy, which means, finding things to move on and just not staying in such a slump, you know? So Marie, she goes ahead and tells Betty, like, look, while you was over there, we went to, a pro-gun organization to get our education on. And Betty was like, wait a minute. Like, wait, you're a pro-gun now? And she said, look, it is what it is. We wanted to go, the key thing that we learned there was education. So education means people who get these guns need to know exactly the proper way of using them, right? Because we do have a Second Amendment, which is law. It's been in there since the 1700s. It's not going anywhere. Just like a whole bunch of those laws that were made in the 1700s. They ain't got nothing to do with this skin right here, which is the reason why we got this animosity toward people in America that they don't understand why. Okay, this is not the video for that because this is Cartel Crew. But let me listen. Okay, right, not there. But we do got the Second Amendment, and it is the right to bear arms. And as Marie want to say, it's for everybody. It's for the Americas. Yes, they wrote that shit in there. So that's what we are inclined to believe. And of course, Betty was like, no, I don't know about this. Like, I know people got their different opinions, but I just don't know if, like, I'm going to be non-gun violence. That's what I'm going to be, and I stand on it. And Marie said, fine, we understand that. But you're just going to have to learn to accept other people's opinions, and don't just, we're going to be your friend, or you're just going to let us go because of what we choose. Like, when my daughter grow up, I got the choice now of thinking, like, should I just go ahead and show her, or do I just wait for her friends to show her? Versus like your sister, y'all could have showed her and talked to her and things like that. But no, her friends did. And DC, and you know what I'm saying? It's not to be insensitive or anything, but that is exactly what it is. My kid, he knows pretty much everything I do. We talk about everything for the most part, so that he kind of got an understanding, and you're not just sitting there wondering or anything, or just left out. So when I went to get my CPL, he definitely knew when I was taking the classes. He's seen it. He's held it, but yeah, it's always been unloaded and everything, and he knows. He don't even think I should have it. That's how good my baby is. Okay. But I told him it's all for protection and things like that. And like I said, I don't even use it. It sits there. It sits there. Okay. Hopefully I will never have to be in that situation. Okay. And I don't think I will. So it is what it is. It's just kind of always what I wanted to do for myself. And I did it. Crossed that off my bucket list, right? Okay. So, I guess Betty does come to some type of understanding with that. And baby, you messed my light up when you come over here. So we flip to who we flip to, but was that it? Oh shoot, hold on. But in the way. Oh, we go back home to Miami because that's where Kat and Stephanie and Yvette is. And basically Kat is like, look, I found out I couldn't even do this gun thing. So I got me a new place, like a new condo or something. She's been remodeling, decorating, things of that nature. And she just been painting again. Like, she's a tattoo artist, which means she's an artist by nature. So that's one of her outlets. If I can paint and be stress-free, this is something that works for me and it's good for me. I'm in a new space. And she realizes, like, look, I need to stay away from Eddie because this shit I done learned is that nigga fault. And I just need to stay away and I need to just learn and grow. Me and De Niro is going to be all right. So she's going to actually have a little art show at her shop just to, kind of get back on a new track of, what happiness, we'll call it happiness. Yeah, and then she got to tell Stephanie, like, look, I'm inviting all the girls because they're going to be back. They in Washington, D.C. now, but by the time they come back, we're going to do this party. So Diana is definitely coming. And she like, really? You don't remember that note she wrote talking about it's on site when she see me? And Kat like, look, y'all gonna have to figure it out. Like, y'all can talk it out. Why do y'all gotta really fight? Because she said it's on site. So, hey, I'll be cool, whatever. Like, I'll be cool for you, Kat. But I'm here. If the bitch find me, listen, it's going down. What you gonna do? Yeah, so Betty and Nicole is talking about the gun range situation because she's like, dang, Marie gonna talk to me about like maybe she will let her daughter one day she's gonna teach her how to use the gun and how to protect herself and things like that. And ooh, Popeyes, don't that look good? I'm gonna go there today. Sorry, I was just looking at the commercial. They got some like chicken nuggets or something. Anywho, um, yeah, she's like, I just so disappointed in her. Like, I'm on a trip to stop the gun violence, and y'all gonna go to the gun range for people who for the guns. Like, it's no, y'all can't be pro gun. I'm trying to be anti. And Nicole was like, well, I mean, okay, maybe teaching her daughter might be a little extreme because our parents never taught us nothing like that. Like, yeah, we probably had a gun in the house, but we didn't see that stuff. Our dad kept it in the safe, or hell, we don't even know if my mama probably don't even know how to use that. Like, my mama, no. Growing up, she ain't never, you know what? She never liked guns. She never liked toy guns. Only thing we could have was a super soaker. That was the only thing we could have, and that was only because it was the summertime and you can get wet and play with them. But all that Nerf gun, and remember back in the day, and it had the lights, those type of gadgets and shit. Man, my grandpa would buy those in the caps. Yeah, my grandpa would buy stuff like that for Christmas, and my mom would throw that shit away. Like, no, y'all not about to be here. Y'all not gonna do that. You is not gangsters being from the hood, like, And so I never really grew up to necessarily want them or anything like that. So I guess it's like a double standard. It's just it's two sides of the fence because you do have people who are out there like them country folks who live out in the woods and shit. Yes, them kids is definitely out there shooting raccoons and barrels and stuff because their parents is doing that for them. But doesn't mean they're going out to the world and destroying people and all that stuff. No, it's all about the person with the gun. It's not the gun, it's the person with the gun. And that's why they went to the classes for education. So that's why Betty was just feeling a little slighted, like, well, dang, I'm trying to be anti. Y'all still pro. I just don't know, like, where's the middle? Where do I find the middle ground in here, right? Just stressing the girl out at the moment. But her emotions are just high. It's just, everything is swishing around in that girl mind. She just don't know which way to go. But she do know that she just trying to get somewhere that's, that's safe. That's all. So, and that was pretty much it before the commercial. Yeah, that was. You know what? Today, it's not a good day for recording. I don't know. Okay, so Betty takes them to the art studio that the organization, it was some ladies she was talking to. They had a little art studio type organization where, they take people who have experienced some type of gun violence, whether personally or to someone around them, like friends, family, things of that nature. And it's like a little outlet, like a community center, boys and girls club, like something for the youth. Excuse me, for the youth to be involved in, to keep them off the street type deal. So there was a couple kids here. It was actually a good scene. I enjoyed it, where they got to sit and they were making these shields. So the project was it's a shield, and you decorate it with whatever you're feeling, things of that nature to protect yourself. And I just thought that was really nice. All the kids got to speak to the crew. They were all very nice, respectful. They all have some type of experience where they have lost a friend or a family member, and they figured out that this was a good outlet for them. And hopefully, it will be good for more future kids, and hopefully can grow into a bigger organization, because it is small. It looked like they're in maybe somebody's house or something. But it's just good to see that, yes, these guns are out here on the street, but there are people around who are trying. There are people who are trying to make the world better. And, one thing at a time, right? We got so many things wrong with the world. We got guns, violence, drugs, racism. I mean, it's just so much that we have, to deal with. And they're shedding light on guns in this situation, in this season. And so far so good. And that's kind of pretty much how we're almost gonna close the show out, because it's pretty much getting close to the end. But I thought that was just nice. They just kind of shed light on a couple organizations this episode. We got to see some children and how they're dealing with their violence, and it's good to see the crew get involved. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much how we're gonna end the show. They do a little PSA that say, "Hey, I am Kamita Holmes, and I'm here to fight gun violence." So I just thought that was kind of cool. So go ahead, wherever y'all live, if everybody got some type of thing in their community, go ahead and join, get involved, help out, whatever it is that you need to do. And let's keep these babies safe. That's pretty much the main goal of this whole gun violence PSA, is to keep these children safe. So if you got guns at home, keep them locked up like I do. And if you have children, let them know what to do or what not to do. And yeah, enjoy y'all day, enjoy y'all stay. I'll talk to y'all another day. Peace out. Cartel Crew, VH1.